So thanks for renting the Sunset Trail. Let's show you how to get this all hooked up.
Park and level the rig right to left. Then chock the tires using the chocks found in the storage area. Grab the weight distribution hitch tool. You may need to raise the jack to release the tension. Release the tension bar holders and don't lose that pin. Use the top hook to release the tension bar part way. Then slide the hook in to finalize the release. Pull the pin to release the tension bar from the hitch. Then you can place them together in a safe location. Don't forget to put the tool back into the storage area so as not to lose it. Then you can raise or lower the front using the electric hitch jack. Use the bubble level to make sure that you're level. Next, put down the stabilizing jacks on each corner using the included electric drill. Now you can plug in the power using the shore power connection. Plug into 30 amp service and make sure you turn the breakers on. Now it's time to pull out the slides. Using the lower buttons on the main panel, press the slide button till it extends fully. Release the awning in the same way, using the button on the control panel. Don't forget to pull out the outdoor kitchen if you're going to use it. Now let's hook up the water. Hook up the brass elbow to the city water connection. Then locate on the filter the direction of flow. Make sure you don't put it in reverse. Connect your white water line to your filter, then you can connect the filter to the angled elbow. Once you connect it to the service at your RV park, make sure all the connections are tight and can turn the water on. Now let's grab the sewer hose from the bumper. Pull it out and make sure you attach the lower part to the clear sewer connection. Once it's connected to the camp sewer line, go back to your rig and make sure it's secured there. I like to leave the gray tank open so that the water can flow and we don't have to limit the amount of showers we can take. At the control panel, you can check your battery level, your potable water, your black tank, and your gray tank. Don't forget to turn on your electric water heater.
The main lights for the entire cabin are located here. The light for above your TV, kind of accent light, goes there. And finally, the light for your bedroom is located here. There are additional light controls over here behind the dinette. They turn on the main lights above this couch and the dinette, as well as the accent lights underneath the dinette itself. Let's move into the bedroom. The bed in this room is a camper queen, which is 60 by 74, but regular queen size sheets will fit. You can see there's storage areas on both sides. You can put hanging clothes or whatever you may need there as well. It's got two lights. The first one has a toggle switch here, and then the other one, which we use for reading, which is an LED light, accent light, uses in the back. Above is some extra storage as well. Put lighter items up there, as obviously the weight distribution matters on that one. You can see the side plugs of the bed sides. There are pocket doors that slide together. You just release the little latch and you can pull it from one side and the other, and there's a little magnet that helps them to click together right there in the middle. This kitchen is pretty well designed for all your camping needs. As we look here at the sink, you'll see it is a double basin sink. It's got the pull-out sprayer and 2 basins for dirty and clean water as needed. So the kitchen's got plenty of room to do cooking and whatever else you may need. The 7 cubic foot refrigerator, we've got stuff set up for our camping trip here. Holds a lot of food, as well the ice area or the freezer or ice cream, whatever you care to use there. The controls for this Norcold are over here. I usually keep it on the auto setting. If you're traveling and have no electricity, you'll want to put it on the gas, but by keeping it on the auto setting, as soon as you unplug from shore power, this will illuminate orange, and that will mean that it's now running on gas, and you can actually keep that going while you're going down the road. The oven also does work. There is a pilot light down underneath that you'll have to light to make sure that the oven works over here. Mostly the cooktop is what you want to use, and you want to make sure that you don't turn the cooktop on with the glass top down. The glass top folds once and then twice, and then to start your oven, you put it onto the light setting, and you simply turn this a few times, and you can see here they start to burn. Some other features is the magnetic holder for your knives back here, and usually the light that we have on for seeing, you can leave that on as a night light. The fan, when you turn on the fan, you got to make sure the outside area is open as well, so it does ventilate the outside. The microwave works great. Usually during travel, I'll keep a little pool noodle in there to make sure that this glass thing doesn't bounce around and break. So obviously remove the pool noodle when you use it. Over here you see a lot of storage for pantry items for whatever you're packing for your trip. And then my special edition of a coffee nook. When you use the Keurig down here, you pull out the whole system, and then you'll notice underneath is where you plug it in. There's plenty of storage located down below the TV, and you can get most of your pots and pans or whatever else you might need in there. Most of that will come with the camper. The TV is a 40-inch Furion TV, and it is connected to your outside speakers as well as the interior speakers if needed. The blue lights above there can be turned on and off at the main panel, and you can store many things. My kids love to store their computer games so that, of course, while we're camping, we can also have a lot of fun playing computer games. In the tubs here, we usually keep all the controls for the TV and everything else you might need. And then over here on the side, you could use it for clothing, for towels, for whatever you may need. There's usually going to be an extra fan down there for that bottom bunk, as it might get a little bit warm. It doesn't have this ventilation that the top bunk does, but all this storage area, including the storage underneath the bunks, can be used for clothes, for bedding, for whatever you might need. And then finally, the storage area over here on the side as well can be used for towels, for toiletries, whatever your camping needs may be. We love using the bunks. The bunks are double sized for your sheets. They do have a power outlet here on the side, as well as a light that can be turned on and off. The bottom bunk has a little bit more room. If you're using those, again, we ask that you put down some kind of bottom sheet or at least a sleeping bag rather than just sleeping directly on the mattress. The bathroom is pretty good size for the size of this camper. You can see it has a lockable door as well as a foot flush toilet. You also have, as you turn on the lights here, a full-size shower that actually has an ability to turn the water on and off at the top. The controls are a little bit strange in that both turn in to turn them on, so they don't turn one way, they both turn in for hot and cold. You could use the tub for kids, small kids, pets, and even over here you do have a little clothesline that strings across, so that way you have wet swimsuits, you can have them dry in over the tub. Over here at the sink, you can see you got your hot and cold water, of course, as well as a lot of storage back here. You got your towel and a little trash can that can be emptied when you return the camper. All right, let's talk about the trifold sofa. It's a pretty simple process to set up into a bed. First, take off pillows. These are Velcroed in. I usually put them over here on the dinette. Both sets. You lift up on the bottom pillows. It's pretty simple. And then you pull it toward yourself. While it's up, you simply extend out these bottom, right one to the right, left one to the left. Once it's down, you reach around and you flip this down, and then you add your pillows in the back. It's not too bad. As a 6-foot tall person, I could definitely sleep on it, and it's directly across from the TV. So sometimes we actually use it with our kids when they don't want to sleep in the bunks. So the booth dinette also does fold into a bed. You just simply take off the cushions, you lift up the table, fold the leg underneath, and then it folds down and it creates a flat surface for you to put the pads back on and use your own bedding to make a bed. All right, let's talk about the AC controls. The AC controls are located here, and simply it's the bottom button. You just toggle through until you get to the setting you want, say cool, high. And you can hear the lovely AC that is ducted throughout the camper kick on. You can adjust the airflow by twisting each one of these individually. The camper has quite a bit of storage. You can see that underneath the dinette you've got a little bit of storage, as well as underneath the bed. You simply lift up underneath the mattress where the plywood is, and you can see you have additional places to store items down below. Another very cool feature of the camper is this entry light here is motion activated. When it's pushed onto the it has two marks at the top. When it's put on that setting, it will stay on for 1 minute every time that this motion part here is triggered. Now the camper is going to come equipped with a trash can with a lockable lid. Maybe you have a dog or somebody who likes to get into the trash. Simply to lock the lid, you push that forward. To unlock it, you make sure it's pulled out, and then the foot control works as well. And then of course you'll have a broom and a dustpan to clean up the mess as you guys are going through your wonderful adventure.